Alright, what's up everybody? Cosmic K-Man here. So I got a cool video for you guys over the Kingdom Hearts 20th anniversary. So I think for the 20th anniversary that we will get a Yozora game. I'd be surprised if we don't, honestly. I think it makes the most sense in terms of like where Kingdom Hearts 3 left off, where Melody of Memory left off. I feel like it's a perfect segue into at least getting a prequel. I'd actually like that before we get a Kingdom Hearts 4. So maybe like a prequel into Yozora's story with his friends and his group. And then maybe towards the end of it, or like final boss fight or something, it picks up pretty much where 3 left off in the secret ending. That'd be pretty cool. That's just one idea that I had. 'Cause I don't know, I can't really see them do any other games than that. I think if they do another game that isn't like a prequel for Yozora, he'll still be in the game to some degree, you know? Whether it be like a game where you play Sora, Riku, and Yozora, and Quadratum, that would be pretty cool. But I think that's more of like a Kingdom Hearts 4 thing, you know? Not like a next title. And like, you know, we do know that they're making a Kingdom Hearts 4. We saw that in video link, so Kingdom Hearts 4 is being worked on and whatnot. I expect that to come out probably in a couple years. I'm gonna say 2 years after the newest game that we might get announced this year. So yeah, I'm thinking a Yozora game for sure, and it just makes the most sense in terms of like narratively where the story's headed. I think there's a lot more to explore with Yozora, especially in terms of doing a lot of the versus 13 stuff. I know that since doing more has been, you know, showing little tidbits and showing like, you know, exact trailers kind of similar to like how the versus 13 trailer was versus how it was in the Yozora. Not no trailer, but like his like when he was in the car and everything, and like, how cool he looked and everything like that. So very well might get one. And I think it makes sense, and I think that would be pretty cool. And there's a lot of cool things they can do. Like I said, they could add a lot of versus 13 elements that they didn't get to do with Final Fantasy 15, and they could do that with Kingdom Hearts with that style of like combat and fluidity. So I'm pretty excited to see, because I mean, that's all I want honestly before we get a Kingdom Hearts 4. So anything Yozora related, anything where we can play him. He's got a full kit, he's got a moveset that we can work with. You know, they'll definitely tweak a little bit of things, add some cool things in there for him to use, similar to like Noctis. And we already got the foundation set for, if it is a prequel, we get to see what happened to not only himself but his friends as well, and what happened in their world to cause him not to look like how he's supposed to look. And it'll just bring a lot of layers to the character, you know, like what happened to make Yozora the way he is, and how does that impact the future of the series moving forward. I think that just having a prequel that does that before we get a Kingdom Hearts 4 would be very huge, and it'd be cool to get something that's not in the Kingdom Hearts reality, you know, like we're in Quadratum, so it's more Final Fantasy stuff. It's got Final Fantasy summons in it, maybe some characters. In my opinion, I gotta do a video about it, I do think that Cloud and Sephiroth are definitely in Quadratum, a little theory of mine. But I think we can see some other people, you know, like Lightning or something like that. I know like Ramu and like some other not Titans, my bad, other summons are in the game, so I'd like to see stuff like that as well. Especially with the versus 13 / Kingdom Hearts kind of story, the narrative, like how it looks and how it plays. That's just going to be so cool to see like how they use certain elements from Kingdom Hearts 3, certain elements from Final Fantasy 15, and then certain elements from versus 13 that they couldn't use, and they can put it all into this new game. And I think that'd be a cool way to reveal it too, you know. You do the 20th anniversary, I think it's 4 hours long. They'll do like, you know, all the musical stuff. They'll do some merch line setup stuff. I think they'll probably announce like figurines or something. And I do think, if anything, in terms of if we do get a Yozora, any announcement for a game for him, I do think we'll get a teaser most likely. If not, maybe they... Yeah, I assume it'll be a cinematic teaser. I'd be surprised if we get gameplay, but I do feel like we're overdue for a Kingdom Hearts game, you know? I think they've been doing a lot of stuff with Dark Road, with Melody of Memory, with Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind, so... Like I said, it'd be great to get a Kingdom Hearts game that comes out, well, that gets announced this year, and then comes out Q2 or Q3 of next year to get everybody excited and hyped. And we'll get to see all the promotion for that and what that's going to look like. And then once that game comes out, I do believe the last game for Phase 2 for this whole Sora recovery arc will be Kingdom Hearts 4, maybe 2 years after 2023, after we get whatever the next installment is. Because I don't know if you guys ever seen a picture of what their phases look like, their little blocks, and there's only 2 more blocks left for Phase 2, so we only get 2 more games. So I think that it's going to be a Zora game that we get next year, and then obviously the last game for Phase 2 would be Kingdom Hearts 4 leading on to Phase 3. So that's what I think, you know. Let me know what you guys think about if you guys want a Yozora game, what they could do with that, how that would look, how that would play, or if you guys think they're gonna make a different game, maybe with the Birth by Sleep trio and the Days trio and all that stuff. If we'll get a game that's more predominantly inside the Kingdom Hearts universe and not so much in Quadratum. Or let me know if you guys think there's another possibility of like another way they can do a game, maybe a Kairi and Aqua based game where it's just those two are the main focus, like she's training. So let me know what you guys think. I know that's a lot of the answer, but let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I will talk to you guys soon. And I'll definitely make some more Cage content leading into the anniversary and after to show you guys what got announced.